Remember, the games are about the people, not the rules, the dice, the weapons, the kill. No, people are the game.
So, hello everybody, we are here with Frank Mentzer, who is one of the game designers of the first editions of Dungeons & Dragons. It's a great honor to be here with you. Thank you very much for the interview.
It is a great honor for me here at Lucca.
Oh, thank you very much. We are here at Lucca Comics and Games in the old school area, in which we play with people at the best old school games and the most recent ones, so that they can know and play these new games. And so, again, thank you very much for the interview. We would like to start with a curiosity that we have. First question is, we would like to know if there is a particular reason why let's say, the first red box of Dungeons & Dragons was so thick. Were you thinking to put other manuals in the box and then afterwards you said something like, no, we will make other ones, or anything else?
When they tell me to write red box, they tell me, yes, and it's 2 books,
All right.
and dice, no adventure, okay?
Okay.
Cost. This is all planned out 1, 2, 3 years before I even write it.
Okay.
For the business people. How many grams, how many each box, all these things decided before I even write one word, okay? We do make, though, extra box room for hoping that you buy the adventures and put into the box, and buy more dice and put that into the box. So the only problem was the boxes themselves were very flimsy, very cheap business people. So if it had been like a German Eurogame heavy box, then great. But so it worked okay, but only so-so.
So it was a sort of a solution chosen before you were like working on it, and then afterwards you just put whatever the cost allowed inside the boxes.
Precisely.
All right. So thank you very much. And about your experience in TSR with Gary Gygax and the other authors, do you have any particular anecdote that maybe you have not said to anyone else and would like to tell to everybody now?
Dave Arneson was also a friend, but he lived many hundreds of kilometers away in Minnesota. And Gary gave me the job, and I lived right there in Lake Geneva with him. So over time, Gary and I became very close friends, very close. I would take him to the store, to the groceria, to get little things. So there are many, many things that I keep secret, even from the family. Okay? But there were times when it was very funny at the time. Gary and I go to the American Walmart. Okay, big store, many junky things, China, Taiwan, and we are getting something for him, and someone recognizes us. With just normal clothing, just 2 men with beards, and mine much shorter than this. And they stop and they want to chat and get autograph right there in the Walmart. And Gary was a little bit irritated. I must have a personal life. Please leave it. But I remember that each person who likes the games, each fan, only gets maybe 1 minute, maybe 5. Lucky like this, but maybe just 30 seconds, 1 minute to see me, to see Gary. So I am always on best behavior. I always try to smile, be welcoming, even if I feel terrible, because that is your special memory. Yes. And I must make it perfecto. Okay?
Yeah. 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 Perfectly, nice. Perfectly understandable. And Talking about your, let's say, workflow while you design new stuff, is there any particular habit that you have to get into the creative mood, let's say? Maybe listening to some music or anything else?
I enjoy classical. I do listen to Puccini, Verdi, various. My favorite, however, is Prokofiev, Russian symphonies.
All right.
And many others. Of course, a Great Gate of Kiev, Mussorgsky, all of these things. I am also classical music writer, composer. See, so this is my preference. Also, very much love good jazz. Jaco Pastorius, bass, genius, just amazing. Many other jazz musicians, but the one strange thing for me, I think, and my subconscious composes the words.
Okay.
So I listen to my subconscious, and subconscious says, "Oh, go read about Egypt for a while." So I do not know why, but I go read about Egypt for a while, or I read ancient Mesopotamia or other historical things.
Nice.
And suddenly, my head says, "Okay, is ready." So I must not sleep, or I will lose. Okay, I sit down and fingers start typing. Sometimes a friend comes into my office while I am doing this, so I am chatting with them while my fingers are writing very quickly. And they say, "How do you do this?" I say, "It's my subconscious. It knows what to write." My forebrain speak with you, but down here this is writing. So hey, how are you doing? It's very strange.
And so regarding the, let's say, the workflow of the designer and how adventures and settings are written, we have seen in the last decade that the number of people interested into role-playing games is increased a lot. And also there is a greater variety of different people who are playing. And do you think that this is gonna change the way that designers are change the way with which designers are designing new adventures?
See, and the indie, especially Italian indie movement, is very important. It's your passion, your creativity, and it is all coming together and helping. When I wrote the Red Box, they decided. You remember Moldvay box? No. Before me was Tom Moldvay edition, 1981. Cartoon art. Okay. Good cartoon art, but cartoon art. So when they made the plans for worldwide, 12 languages, many, many millions of copies sold, they asked me to rewrite completely for the translation so that the words would be correct in German, Italian, other things, not just American gamer slang, okay? And the artworks had Elmore instead of Errol Otis. Wonderful cartoon artist, but more hobby, more cartoony. So these for mass market, Sears, Roebuck, Walmart, all of these things. So as the hobby grows, more and more better graphics, better writing, okay, more exposure internationale, okay. Take indie Italian to France, to United States. That would be very good when it happens. From Wizards of the Coast, version 5 is the current one. This is wonderful. This is much more like the old school than, say, version 3, 3.5. So I am pleased. It is wonderful to see back to simpler, little bit simpler, more passion, more people.
One of the
this was actually one of the questions because again, regarding the simplicity of simplicity in a positive way of the old editions and of the new 5th edition, do you think that this kind of simplicity is going to allow the players to, let's say, express their self in a better way and play in a more free way, so they are the freedom is allowing them to.
When you do not know the game, when it is new, you wish to choose. What can I do? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I choose from list. Okay, it's easier. Okay, but as you learn the game, then we encourage you, think more. Do not choose from list. Just imagine whatever you wish. And so this is always the good thing. It is about the people. Mastery of rules, fine, but that is not the game. The game is not the rules. The game is the people who play the rules. And some forget this. They get all upset about the rules. Oh, damage. What is damage for a two-handed sword or this, that? It does not matter. For consistency, okay. You want consistency, you always look up what is the rule for this, for that. But that does not have to be. You can say, well, we will make up a rule and keep going. And when that is discovered, then is much more free, is much faster. Yes, rules are good to start, but we need not be tied up by the rules, locked down, okay? We can break free and be more expressive.
And which is the project that was never published by TSR and you liked a lot?
As I said, for the box sets, they tell me how big, how many pages each book. When I write the all-new, very strange Immortals set, I wish to write the campaign guide. It's all new, a new life. So where do you live? What is the basement? Do you have pets? Do you get up alarm clock? What do you eat? Breakfast? Do you have job? What is neighborhood? A street outside? You do not know these things. So you need a guide how to start this all new life. So, and I asked them, can I write Immortals campaign guide? But Gary was gone then. He had been forced out. The woman, the new boss, and I did not get along much. And she says, no, you will go sit in cubicle, you write this, you do what I tell you. And I say, bye-bye. Bye-bye. No, it is not me. So I wish I had written the campaign guide. Would make it all so much more understandable. It is so esoteric, so 5 dimensions and all these strange things. It really needs some way to start with that. And
we love Mystara, the setting, and we guess that you do as well. Is there some? What do you like in particular about the setting? What's your favorite?
Monsieur Bruce Hurd was hired by TSR as Frenchman. Okay. He and I argue much, but friends. And me in charge of the whole game. And I speak with Bruce and I say, we should have a world. I include notes, little bit of notes for a world, but we need this world. And of course, Mystara. He developed that. He encouraged authors to write for that. He arranged all the submissions, all the ideas, and so we have, I feel that the Gazetteer series, you know, the Shires, the Orcs of Thar, these many Gazetteers are some of the best things ever from TSR. Magnifico, the entire world, all these places, all this. Bruce drove that, he guided that, and he kept the spirit, the true spirit of BECMI, of Redbox, of BECMI.
Yeah. And as the last question, a lot of people are coming to us saying that they are, let's say, knowing Dungeons & Dragons, they're getting to know it due to Stranger Things and other series. And this happened in particular in the last years. What do you think about these new mediums that are, let's say, spreading the game into new audiences?
It is, of course, wonderful. It exposes us weird role-playing people to everyone else, and they see is just normal people sit around table and pretend. And afterwards, we get up, we go back to our jobs, very normal. So they do not understand, so these help. Critical Role. Matt Mercer, wonderful job exposing the game to more people. See, it's not so weird. Yes, his hobby. Yes, has special language, special details, but is for everyone. Surprise. So it's all very good. On Stranger Things, I speak with Amy Forsyth, is their head of makeup. Award-winning, fabulous. She likes me very much. So she is talking to the brothers sometimes, and maybe they have me come and be a shopkeeper or something on that in the next season.
That would be amazing.
That would be fun, see.
Very fun.
Yes, I know so many people and they know of me, so we try, we see.
Okay.
Maybe not, but
We hope.
we hope.
So, thank you very much for the interview. It was an honor. Thank you.
Thank you very much. Keep playing the games. Remember, the games are about the people, not the rules, the dice, the weapons, the kill. No, people are the game.
Thank you very much.
Thank you very much. It was a pleasure.
Bye.
Thank you for your time.